Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Garafolo, Steelers meeting with QB prospects is not gonna change Aaron Rodgers' thoughts on joining Pittsburgh by Jake Brockhoff posted on April 10, 2025 at 7:15 a.m. The Pittsburgh Steelers have made it abundantly clear that Aaron Rodgers is their priority at the quarterback position this offseason. However, Rodgers is also making it clear that he's willing to wait as long as possible for all opportunities to show themselves. Right now, the Steelers look like the only one. However, the market could shake itself up with the NFL draft just 2 weeks away. Speaking of the draft, the Steelers have been doing their due diligence. They've already met with Jackson Dart, have spoken to Jalen Milroe, and have a meeting with Shedeur Sanders set for Thursday. Despite their interest in QB prospects, NFL insider Mike Garafolo doesn't think Aaron Rodgers cares too much. This is not gonna change, I don't think, unless he has something personal with one of these quarterbacks, what he, Aaron Rodgers, would think about joining the Steelers, Garafolo said on The Insiders on Wednesday. He's made it clear. He's willing to be the guy that can mentor a quarterback in the right situation. There's a lot of knowledge up there. Somebody should tap into it. If it's the Steelers with a rookie quarterback, if it's Shedeur, or whoever, I think that's a good recipe. Our latest videos coming into the offseason, it didn't look like the Steelers would have any chance at landing a worthwhile quarterback in the draft with the 21st overall selection. Both Sanders and Cam Ward looked like top 5 picks. They each could still be drafted there, but Sanders has started to fall down the board on various mock drafts. It could all be a smokescreen, but it's starting to feel like there's more of a chance that either him or Dart is available in the first round for Pittsburgh. When the Packers drafted Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers wasn't happy at first. But that's a different situation, and Rodgers shouldn't be expected to have the same reaction now. Then, Rodgers was playing MVP-caliber football. Now, he's 41 and facing a severe lack of options on the open market. It's also worth noting that Rodgers accepted Love and helped mentor him into the talented quarterback he is today. The bottom line is that the Steelers have to draft a quarterback at some point. Dart might feel like a reach at the 21st pick, but if Sanders is there, it becomes hard to turn that down. It's a choice the Steelers might feel required to make. They wouldn't have expected Sanders to fall that far at the beginning of the offseason. It would make sense that Rodgers wouldn't mind the Steelers showing interest in a younger QB. For one, he doesn't have any other choices right now. Second, he's not at the stage in his career to make such demands. And finally, even if the Steelers draft a QB with Rodgers on the roster, there's no doubt that Rodgers would start the year. Maybe it all works out for the Steelers. They could sign a talented QB in Rodgers for the 2025 season and pick up a younger QB, who'd have the chance to learn behind one of the best QBs the league has seen. Justin Fields opens up about Steelers QB decision. The Pittsburgh Steelers opened their 2024 season with former Chicago Bears quarterback Justin Fields as the starting quarterback for the team. Following a 4-2 start down the easiest stretch of games for the team, the Steelers moved in a different direction, opting for the veteran former Denver Bronco quarterback Russell Wilson. Despite playing winning football, Fields initially stated that he believed he was not playing good enough, and that led to his demotion. Now, looking back on it, Fields has changed his tune. "It was different for me and a space I wasn't really comfortable," Fields said. But Coach Tomlin made a decision he thought was best for the team. "I'm never going to go against that. I just tried to change my perspective and get better in practice." With an impressive statistical performance through 6 games, having 10 touchdowns to 1 interception, the benching came as a surprise. Now, despite his earlier comments about his lack of performance, we get a view into his thoughts on the matter, and they line up quite a bit more with how he played. While Wilson provided good moments in certain games such as the wins against the Giants and the Commanders, his lack of mobility proved to be a massive liability that put him on par with Fields by season's end. With neither quarterback providing sufficient results to a Steelers team used to success at the position due to former quarterback Ben Roethlisberger, the team would then move on from both quarterbacks heading into this coming season. Now, Fields will get a chance to lead another team to potential success in the New York Jets. Fields will reunite with college teammate Garrett Wilson and try to lead a floundering Jets squad to their first division title in 23 years. Insider reveals reason for Aaron Rodgers' waiting game with Pittsburgh Steelers by Nick Farabaugh at PennLive.com. Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers have continued to be in a waiting game over the last month. However, why has the issue not been resolved after so long? More than that, when will Rodgers decide? Pro Football Talk's Mike Florio has a theory for what Rodgers is doing. Florio says Rodgers is waiting until after the NFL draft to see if the Steelers draft a first-round quarterback. I think that's the bigger issue, Florio said on 93.7 The Fan. And it goes more like this: what if we determine halfway through the season that this just isn't a year for the Steelers to do anything significant? Okay, let's find out what the young guy has. So I think you introduce a potential awkwardness. I don't think he wants to go into a situation where there's going to be a chance. Rodgers has been rumored to announce his signing on the Pat McAfee show, but McAfee denied the rumor on Footballin' with Ben Roethlisberger. Aaron Rodgers is not on the docket, McAfee said. So I would like everyone to know that. Rodgers appears on McAfee's show every Tuesday during the NFL season, and is friends with McAfee's co-host, A.J. Hawk. Hawk and McAfee played with each other on the Green Bay Packers. It would make sense if Rodgers is waiting on the Steelers' draft plans. The Atlanta Falcons drafted Michael Penix and ended up benching Kirk Cousins, and Rodgers could consider that situation something he wants to avoid. Betting: check out our guide to the best PA sportsbooks, where our team of sports betting experts has reviewed the experience, payout speed, parlay options, and quality of odds for multiple sportsbooks. Are you a fan? What do you think about Aaron Rodgers' situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.